So, what do you do for a living? I analyze and invest in highly risky business opportunities that has the possibilities of high returns. I deal with investing in business opportunities across England, Spain, Italy, Germany, France, Netherlands, Portugal. Then the person asked, in other words, you are I play sporty bets for a living.
Good day, first time viewers and subscribers. My name is Chamberlain Izido, and with me is
Nanaisha Damilola.
in current Nigeria, we find out that there are more persons gambling than they care to admit. And that could be a dangerous slope. That's why we are seated here today to discuss what gambling is, how it just has bad PR, and it's really a different side of the same coin with forex trading and crypto trading, right? And if you're just starting out, since there is such a huge uptick in gamblers, what you should and should not do as a beginner. Gambling is really investment opportunity in England, Spain, France, and Germany. Because of the low barrier of entry that you can on football.com gamble with 1 naira, 2 naira, 3 naira, right? On sports you can gamble with 10 naira, betking and the others 100 naira, right? It attracted a lot of persons here and therefore give gambling bad PR. Especially when Bet Nigeria started, that it had thousands and thousands of shops. Actually. Because it isn't any more riskier than forex. And a lot of persons, when you ask them about forex, like they are cool with it. They invest years and years pursuing it, right? But they frown against gambling. It's just bad PR that gambling has, and we can laugh at that dude, but I agree with him 100%. It's an investment.
Do you gamble? Yes. Do you gamble?
If my mom is not watching, yes. Yes. But mom, if you're watching, I don't gamble.
So why do you think people get into betting, or why did you get into betting?
Why do I think people get into betting? I think like we could use the context of Maslow's hierarchy of needs to understand why some people get into
Maslow's hierarchy
Maslow, Abraham Maslow. Like he created this pyramid that helps us understand why people do what they do. At the base is for physiological needs. Then the second one, it was for safety. Because why we gamble is just at that base for food, for clothing, just to provide the basic needs.
Basic needs.
Yeah, especially in a third world country like Nigeria. But if you really like consider where Nigeria is like economically and the opportunity that's out there for young people to, make bread, you'd understand why a lot of us do what we do. Because personally, I think I had just finished schooling, right? Like my final year, because of I had to chase the cost of what do they call that in projects and final year school fees and house rent and all that. So it just crushed my young business, and with the little money I had left, there was always somebody around talking about too old forward and whatnot. I was like, let me give it a shot. You picked from it. Yes, let me give it a shot now. I think it was just to me 14,000. He came cut one. I want to say I saw like cut 4. Wow. Then the second time I was like, okay, let me do it myself. Let me just pick teams I know. I was still unlucky then. It was the third time. I know it might sound crazy to believe it, but I've had a friend that he picked randomly the first time. Like if you look at the sporty bet interface, he picked from left to right, left, middle, right, right, middle, and he won 15,000. That's why I don't want to kill that boy. So in my case, it was the third time. I picked about 21 games, like 21 steady 20. It came 1.6 million. Then I was like, okay, one could call to, I was being on the safe side. Only for one to not quote, and they ended up paying me just 49,000.
Oh, because of the doubt.
Yeah, so like that's how I personally got into gambling. And for somebody that for the third time, you saw reward for your effort, it's hard for you to tell me that gambling doesn't work. So yeah, so that's how I got into it.
How about you, Adele?
Well, I knew about it though. Do you understand? And probably I would say um I picked interest or I was getting familiar with it during lockdown. I mean,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
during COVID,
there
yeah,
was little to nothing to
exactly.
do.
And the money has to come because there is sub, there is this, there is that. So, I have this cousin that probably just told me not to like, these are like, okay, let's see how it goes. That's all the whole gist about it.
Hmm. Oh, Adami, have you had any experience? Have you tried? Have you never tried? Would you try?
Okay, let me tell you when I started. I started during ASU strike.
So, which
Yeah,
year?
that was it not 2 years ago? Abi? Last year, I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh,
But it
okay.
was during ASU strike. I think last year, I guess. Yeah, no, last year. So that was when I started. I learned it actually. I'm this type that I roll with guys. Let me just say
Oh,
that I roll with guys to some extent. So guys now they are always into gambling and all.
yeah, they tell you
Then
about it.
they actually argue and argue like, well, money concern, like all those terms, and then I can say I'm this. I am very curious, especially when it comes to making money. So cut. What are you guys saying? What
What's
is
cutting?
Then I started to pick interest. Then I I told a guy actually. Then guys, they will not want you to go into it because they know that it's an emotional game. Like as a lady now, you might not want to bear all those cartoon shit. So I just said I really want to learn it. Then I started looking at his phone. It said it's a street phone. Then that was how I started. So far, so good. Betting.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm not gonna say kudos to her because, like, with this current administration, that a lot of women got into betting. So if she got into it last year, we say she's a pioneer for women.
Yeah.
You know what? Pioneer for women. Like the first one.
Yeah.
One of the first girls
No, I'm
that
not
she
the
had to
first.
get to.
There are some ladies I follow on Twitter that
Yeah.
play bets.
Yeah, no,
Like
I know.
Cindy, all of those ladies. So
Cindy, she's really good.
But are we mutuals on
Susan.
Twitter?
No.
I feel like I would want to see your page. Like, what do you post?
And I've actually tried to unfollow most of them because the more you see code, the more you want to bet.
Exactly.
Which is not okay.
Yeah.
If you want to make your money through betting, don't play all of the codes. Like just
But do you
Have
think
some
actually
contacts.
probably build well through betting, like get rich through betting?
definitely.
Are you serious?
But it
Yes,
has to be
I
done
believe that.
strategically.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Because,
sense.
see, that's what I always like tell people. I know that, okay, it's not a surefire way to like make good money, but there are certain things we just need to put in place to at least better our chances of making it, right? The first thing that I would say everybody should consider is FOMO, fear of missing out. That's what she was talking about when she said about she spoke about seeing a lot of codes you want to do, because you be like, hey, this code might be the one, this one might be the one, this
If
one
it
might
be
be.
today,
That
that
If it
I
be
might
today,
make millions.
you not end up having about 50 open tickets, and that fucks you up in two ways, right? You're out of firepower, and it is getting into your blood system, like it's getting into your system. Yeah, you're getting addicted, and that's what you want to avoid, right? So first thing, you want to avoid FOMO, fear of missing out. You want to stay in the game long enough for you to reap the rewards, right?
So you keep trying.
Yeah, because like no,
But
you want to have a certain amount of stakes per day or per week, an amount and a number of open slips. No matter what you see, you do not exceed that amount, because
okay.
Yeah.
You don't keep putting more and more
you don't
money.
keep putting,
Okay.
and you
I'll
always
win
use
tomorrow,
money you
I'll-
can afford to lose.
To
You just
lose,
don't
yeah.
wake up one morning and
So you want to
you
use
you want to, okay, your house on the 60,000, you need 120k and use 60k to. No, that's no. That way you just crash and burn and you never.
You
You
never
never
recover.
but the other time you said it was during your final year
Yeah.
that you had some money then.
See,
I think what you just said now does not pertain to money you can lose. What you just said now.
what I used to stake that game was 100 naira.
100 naira to
100,
49,000.
that 49,000.
That's
That could have been
what-
1.6 million. Yeah, I stake what I'm comfortable losing. That's the first rule.
Stick
Stick
where
what
you're
you're comfortable
comfortable
losing.
losing. But morally, betting is wrong.
Mm.
Morally, betting is
Yeah,
wrong.
Ow.
well, I just think
Why would you put down your money to get a reward that
It
is
is risk now. Lifestyle is a risk.
even
So I don't
even
think
if
it
you
is
have a
wrong.
business, you invest, right?
yeah, you might not get your money back.
I might not get your money back. I'm not
Yeah.
saying,
It's
well,
also an
I'll probably go
investment
with
to
the
me.
quote or probably the social media name like an investment into the fragging service. You
No,
know,
if you say gambling is morally wrong, like what would you say about forex?
or Bitcoin.
No, 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 I can
A lot of
understand.
things,
I can understand. I can understand Bitcoin. Like, okay, that one, it's a cryptocurrency. That if the demand is higher than supply, you know where the price will go. If supply is higher than
So you
demand, you
can
know where
still
price.
plan.
Yeah, you
That's
can do fundamental analysis on
okay.
it. I'm
Calculated
talking
risk.
like forex, all those ones that I forgot what you call those options. Like
Is it the bull or what's it called? Candles thinking
no,
and
no,
all.
no, that's how you trade it. But there are this I keep forgetting. They have volatility 10, 15. Those volatility indexes. Like they are not backed by anything. They
Okay.
were just created by a computer to go up and down randomly. And you're supposed to like somehow magically know if it will go
Calculate
up or
it.
down.
So you're guessing. That's
You are
gambling.
guessing. That's gambling. But that's what I keep saying, that like sports betting due to like the low barrier, because it is all speculation.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and as I've said earlier, like it's just like gambling has bad PR because of like the miscreants it attracts due to the low barrier to entry.
Yeah.
But it's all speculation. It is all speculation.
Well,
So would you say forex and crypto is morally wrong because they are all speculation?
well.
Yes or no?
No. but still, I feel like for crypto and forex, I think you can still like analyze and plan. Then gambling, you like you said, it's available to almost everybody. And many of the people that are getting into gambling, they are not educated. They don't even have the right guidance. So they just be like, okay, I'll put 500 today. Tomorrow I'll put 1,000. Some people even borrow money to bet, thinking that, see, I'm putting this 20,000 naira. It's my child's school fees, so I'll put it. Once I get that 20 million naira, I'll clear all my debt. I'll shy for you people. You know, that kind of like thinking. So I feel like most of them are not really educated enough to do it right. And then they put, is it their entire mind? They don't know that it's a risk, even though it is obviously a risk. They don't know that it's a risk. They don't put money that they can afford to lose. Have you heard of students putting their school fees
Yeah,
to bet?
I've heard of students using their school fees to
Exactly.
bet. I've heard of people using budgeted money that they want to use to get married to bets. I've heard, do you know one thing I've also heard?
What's that?
Even in the 1700s, there was this thing called the tulip mania. It was this bulb, a special petal. A lot of persons believe that it had this amazing healing properties and whatnot.
Okay.
So the price of it kept rising, right? It happened in the Netherlands. The day in and day out, the value for that bulb kept going up. Do you know what people did?
What did
They
you?
sold their farms, they sold their houses.
For the goal.
For
Yes.
the healing.
Yeah, to buy those, because like a lot of persons kept buying them up, right? And when supply reduces, it causes the value to go
To
up.
rise, yes.
So the thing with human nature is when there is a means to speculate, people will do crazy things to partake.
Okay.
Due to FOMO, fear of missing out.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. People have used their school fees to invest in forex. People have used their the value of their house after selling it to buy bulbs, tulip bulbs. People have used it to invest in cryptocurrency, and they crashed and burned. It's the same thing with gambling. At the end of the day, like it comes down to the individual.
Yeah.
It comes down to the individual. What risk management are you putting in place? What bank management are you putting in place? Are you investing what you can afford to lose, right? So, and are you also, how many number of sleeps are opening? At the end of the day, it's down to the person. At the end of the day, it's down to the person. That's all I'm going to say at this point.
So from all the times that you guys have been betting, have you had more wins or more losses? Do you think you have like a standard return on investment?
Well, to me, I think yes, I have had my profits.
Which one?
Not once though, but all those little
Yeah,
two odds, you get your money from that. But once you look at all of those big odds, forget it.
you might start
can't.
losing money. Yeah.
Yeah, but to me, I have like all those little money. I've
You,
gotten my
you didn't
profits.
give away small. How about you?
I think it's draw. Like, not losing, not to the game, but I actually make my money too.
Oh, okay. How about you?
You know, I haven't lost what I'm not able to live with.
What you're not able to.
Yeah, and when there are days that that I've made money on it, it's been handsome.
It's okay. So now Dami is the only person that can confidently say she has made more money.
I
So why don't
use
you-
a lot of words to tell you that I've made more money than I've lost.
So you've made more money. You've also made more
Some
money. But,
extent, yes.
okay, but Adelaide said it evens out. Adelaide, do you think it would be better if you had just like saved, like opened like a savings account to save your money and all that?
Now let me say this. Like, okay, today you put all the naira, tomorrow you put all the naira, and you're losing.
Mhm,
Like, maybe the next 4 or 5 days
mhm.
you won. Now, like, say they contribute all these trips. You understand? So
Then again,
I don't be that.
like when this advice only holds water for heavy stakers, right? If and then again, like you need to consider opportunity cost, right? Sorry, alternative forgone. If what you're staking is 100 naira, 200 naira, right?
Mhm.
It comes at the cost of you not buying maybe ice cream or it's
Yeah,
just like
that's
Or
money
exactly,
you
if
can
you're the kind of
control,
drink, yeah, something you can just
it's
forgo,
not
like,
it's not
your
life
month,
changing,
like,
exactly.
Any
Yeah.
kind of money.
But it's those persons that they're using children's school fees. They feel like
That's
children have
that's
saved it.
gross.
I think they have mind.
Yeah,
Those-
like
I
how
really
do you take that kind of risk? Just maybe go and sell one of your lands and say, no, this money, I will get it back. And then you just put all of it in. Then when they announce that the game has cut, you now have that attack.
They don't even announce. Just probably just check on your phone, like, okay, just
Just
keep quiet.
lost.
You swallow it, like, oh,
But what if the person cannot swallow? The person cannot, and they just say,
is
you know, daddy
left
plays
to you.
sports until last hospital.
I think they are the ones that commit suicide. Because
Ah.
I saw something online, 1.71 odd. The guy staked 500k.
Okay.
Then it was lost, obviously. So he posted it on Twitter to all of those punters. He tagged one punter. Then it was like, I used my father's house rent. My father
Wow.
kept his money with me. So I used it to stake 1.71 odd. I think that is stupidity. Like, even all those small odds safe.
The destroy game.
You get.
So
Let
how
alone
was it
1.71
so
odd.
confident to?
And there's
I
no
think it
strong
was
game.
Man
Yeah.
City game or something, straight win. Like, how can you be so
Probably
stupid?
maybe Man City, Newcastle.
I cannot even remember. I think it was all those teams that you feel that normal.
They
No,
can't
yeah.
beat them.
You know they.
But you can't really tell. You can't really tell. Games change all the
And
time.
Yes.
it goes back to what I was saying initially, that we might want to say all sorts of bad things about gambling or sporty bets, right? But so long as man exists, to always look for means to speculate, right?
Mhm.
To be right, to make extra bucks, to turn this money that someone else's own that we are holding into something that we could call our own. So it's just human nature generally.
Human nature, but at some point you have to be smart with it. Okay, I
It's-
saw
it's
one too.
calculated risk.
I saw one too. He used 25,000, and his return was, I think, 3,000 extra.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
not
that's it.
madness?
No, I think what happened, the game was
25,000 naira
14.
stake,
It was
and your gain is just 3,000 naira.
So what if they had lost
Oh.
the
How
25?
how many games? Just the game.
Just one
That's-
single
that's
game
false.
now.
So what if he had lost the 25?
That's his business. You know, it's only your pain yourself. That's just you man up.
Interesting. So now we have spoken about gambling and everything, and you all said it boils down to the person and how they decide to play it, how they decide to stake and all of that. But then, would you guys want to be with somebody that gambles? Like, can you have a gambling partner? Would you support your partner gambling? Would you?
Well, to me,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Why? Because I do it. I know. Well, I want a smart partner
Okay.
because I think I'm smart for me to go into it.
So you
because-
think gambling is financial freedom?
No, now.
Okay.
See, that is why I say you have to be smart with it. If you are not smart with it, you will lose money, and then it will not be good for you and your family. I say, oh, but if you are smart with it, it's not bad. You can be your mind can be picking game for
I used
you,
to
and
be
then you
picking
can be
game.
staking.
Oh, so you're going
Kind
to
of
you
thing.
guys are
Instead
going to
of
unite in
urgent 2K,
gambling.
you give you urgent 2 hot.
That was a deal. What about you, Adele?
I don't think I would date it. No, I won't do that. Why? I know the risk, and at times you can get addicted unconsciously, and before you know it, even what you feel you won't do normally, you do it. No, you probably just take some sort of amount of money that, like, I mean, this is not it. Like, right now, I'm not saying, yeah, obviously everything is calculated risk, everything is risk. Do you understand? But it gets some kind of risk you know even supposed to think at all, so we can take up. I don't think I want to date to gamble. If once you're gambling now, we'll probably, like, why? For what reason? Like, what do you mean?
Oh, okay. Cheryl, what about you?
I'd prefer that she doesn't. But if she does, like, it shouldn't be her entire hustle. Like, the only way that she can make money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What if she has probably a very standard hustle, and probably the profit she's making from that part she's putting into betting.
That is why smartness comes in now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's just what comes in. I agree with you, but there are times, there's some of unforeseen circumstances, like, say, once you don't even calculate, just like just for what you see.
Maybe
And you think you're smart enough for you to, like, okay, this game might come. Like, there's a high tendency to come. Like, do you understand? For instance, now, let's look at the match between
City and Chelsea.
Yeah, City and Chelsea. Nobody can.
I would have staked that Man City will win.
Can you see that? So, and normally, like a married woman, like, probably a gambling partner, like, Man City is a short team. They've been winning, or they have a good track record. Like, let me just put Man City, and, like, let me just put this 10,000, 20,000. Or no, it can be small, yeah, but gradually, the more you win, the higher you stake at some point. So I won't deal. But if it's that, Michelle, I don't know,
Special slots.
To wrap it up, I think I'll just leave you guys with this information that people have always speculated since the 1600s, and people have always wagered since man was created.
Exactly.
Right? And we really hope that during the course of this video we've been able to provide value, and would appreciate if you could, drop a comment in the comment section, like and subscribe.
Thank you.